I thought that actually G.I. Joe held up better than I expected because, I mean, considering it's almost, Jesus, it's 37 years old, 37 years. There are things like Friends that's 20 or 25 years old where you go like, oh, that was racist, dude. You know, when you watch Friends, like, that's kind of homophobic, dude. What are you doing, you know? But with G.I. Joe, I was like, wow, G.I. Joe's surprisingly woke. When you see the first 4 army people, there's a black dude, there's a woman flying her ship and going to smear the guy all over the ground. I was like, oh, wow. It's better than most things in the early 80s, I'd say.
Astute observation, Ryan.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I just noticed that they were still fighting the Arabic snake people.
The Arabic. Were they in sand, or what do you mean?
Well, I just felt like it was still very stereotypical. The villain being the terrorist group being the same races that it is now.
But I mean, did it imply that they were from the Middle East? I didn't notice.
No, I didn't either.
That's what I got with the cobra snakes and all of,
okay.
That's an interesting take, yeah.
And all of that kind of stuff. It felt like it was all the same.
That makes a lot of sense for the 80s, too. I mean.
Yeah, the snake people, the camels, you know.
Well, I use the snakes since they're cobras. I didn't see camels.
Maybe that's the next episode.
I don't know, maybe.
But
I felt like it, like I just felt it was weird because it is 37 years old and there were still some of the same things that we're struggling with today,
Well, I mean, in the 80s, there was the Libyans, and then there was like the
Iranian
Contra
stuff.
scandal.
Yeah.
Iran Contra scandal.
I don't know. I was too little.
Well, we weren't professors at that time. So
you choose time travel, I'm sure.
Yeah. So as we
Keep
talked
that under
about,
wraps.
We talked about where it opened up with. They also called the jets Sky Strikers.
Sky Strikers.
That was one little new thing. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it your favorite of the G.I. Joe toys?
It got broken pretty quick because I think I played with it a lot. But
you struck it.
Yeah.
I like that name for a ship.
I mean, it doesn't roll off the tongue as easily as jet.
No, but it's more creative and it's more fun to say.
Well, it's kind of an F-14 Tomcat too. I mean, it's pretty much what it was modeled after, I'm guessing.
And then they got struck from the sky.
Did it intrigue anybody else that they went and got the plane? They had to get the plane in the air while they were shooting at it?
You mean the Sky Striker?
Yes, the Sky Striker.
What I thought,
the Sky Strikers, we have to get them airborne. I'm like, sounds like a really bad idea.
What I thought was weird, was that whole sequence where first the leader takes him a while, but he figures it out. He's like, you know what? They're trying to destroy the Sky Strikers. Well, what's the I mean, they're blowing up all the jets around you, and you start just now kind of putting it together. And then he's like, let's run towards the thing that they're trying to shoot. And then what makes you say that, like, you're not going to just get in and it's going to explode?
Yeah.
Well, and then also, Cobra did some weird, stupid maneuver where they're taking off and then like, oh, they juked us, so we'll just crash into the ground.
Kamikaze.
But they got scared real fast because they had one Sky Striker in the air and the whole other army went away.
Oh no, let's get out of here!
The one Sky Striker.
Oh yeah, so that one bad guy leader, he seemed to have an Australian accent, and he was revealed later to be Major Blood.
Major Blood.
Major Blood.
Major Blood. That's an ominous name.
So yeah, I thought that I did not remember Major Blood. Now, when I heard his name sounded familiar. I remember the name, but I didn't remember the character at all.
I didn't remember any of these characters.
Not even
That's one of the
Snake
things
Eyes?
I remember. I was like, why do I remember this level of animation so well? I mean, He-Man and She-Ra and all of that was the same level of animation, but like I don't remember the storylines at all. I couldn't. Like I said, I thought G.I. Joe was one person, much less a whole team of people. But like, it's a whole, that level of animation is such a huge part of my childhood. It's just weird that I didn't remember the details near as well as I thought I would.
Some of it was pretty bad. I've seen some old things. What was, I watched recently the Star Trek animated series from the 70s.
Oh, that was great.
Now that animation was horrific. It was just like every single action sequence, rather than showing the action, they would show somebody reacting, going like, oh, and then it would show the guy like on the ground, which means he tripped or he got shot, you know, just to avoid like having to draw somebody falling down. This way they could just have them laying there in every move. Oh, that was...
Sounds like something I would do. I noticed that a lot in this too, though, because they would show like an insert while somebody was talking, just to avoid having to draw somebody talking. And I in fact, I like started to look for them actually having the camera, and I say this because I'm so used to cameras now, like cameras on the person talking, how many times they avoided that so that they didn't have to try to make somebody's lips match their speech. I was watching for that. It was interesting.
Did you notice that too, Michael?
Well, I mean, these are like hand drawn. I mean, it's not like you don't have a computer to like do the animation for you. These are...
I'm not hating on them. I'm just noticing.
No, there's a lot of like little things that you like in a newer animation, you can have a different background for each scene. But in like back in the day, as they like to say, you'd have like to reuse the background, so you wouldn't have to redraw a completely different background, and then you'd have like the O and I and the E, and then you can kind of so they can make it look like they're talking.
That looked like Japanimation right there. Michael's got an excellent Japanimation impression. Let's see it, Michael. Oh wait, not yet. Wait. Okay, now do it.
Okay.
Yeah.